Start.
Good morning, everyone. I, CA Shanu Goyal, Secretary, Women Members Empowerment Directorate, welcome you all to this webinar that we have organized on Setu series. Apart from eminent dignitaries and speakers, we have CA Richa Lunia with us to take us ahead with the program. Over to you, Richa.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. Respected CA Kemisha Soni ma'am, convener WMED. Respected CA Satish Kumar Gupta sir, deputy convener. Respected speakers for the day, CA Shreya Jain and CA Kusum Gandhi, and CA Shanu Goyal, Secretary WMED, and all dear members and viewers who are live with us on this webcast. I, CA Richa K. Lunia, Secretary, Bikaner branch of CIRC of ICI, welcomes you all to this 2 days Setu series of the Women Members Empowerment Directorate. So before beginning this, let me give you all a very short brief about what Setu is all about. So as you all must be aware that Setu is a Hindi word which means bridge. So this is a kind of ICI's initiative of bridging this gap between the practicing chartered accountant firms and the women members of ICAI. So being the true partner in nation building, our institute has set up a dedicated women members portal named as Women Members Empowerment Directorate to basically formulate and implement plans and policies for the empowerment of its women members. And hence WMED specially works towards the promotion of women members, and one of its specialized programs is this Setu series on the theme making the presence of women members felt and visible in the practice domain. These programs basically help women members to equip themselves with the relevant skills which are required in the complex work environment and making their comeback in the professional sphere little less challenging. Earlier, these were in the physical mode, but now, since we have shifted to everything virtual, so now we have these virtual experiences. And on this front, there are some videos uploaded on the Digital Learning Hub, which is like overview of the income tax and online return filing by CA Nitika Khivani, overview of accounting and auditing by CA Shreya Jain, and overview of indirect taxes by CA Kusum Gandhi. 2 more videos are in the pipeline by CA Sneha Sachdeva on overview of corporate laws and by CA Meenu Agarwal on overview of on international taxation. So basically the purpose of these programs and these video snippets is today and tomorrow's webinar is to augment the knowledge and overall confidence for the women members, those who recently completed the CA course and wanted to join the practice. They want to start their own CA firm, or for those also who have taken a break from their career and now want to return back into practice, so that they can bridge this gap of the updates and latest amendments in all the technical spheres. And hence this Setu program is started by the Women Members Empowerment Directorate. Today we'll be having our speakers CA Shreya Jain and CA Kusum Gandhi on the series part 1 on professional upskilling initiatives for making the presence of women members felt in the practice domain. And tomorrow we'll be having on professional opportunities for women members. So without taking much of your time, first I'd like to invite CA Satish Kumar Gupta sir to highlight about the initiatives taken by him and the committee for the members in practice. As we all know that Satish Kumar Gupta sir is the chairman of the committee for members in practice, and during this whole year more than 100 initiatives have been taken by the committee for the practicing members, and he'll be describing it so very well, and these are very, very useful initiatives. I'm sure all the members in practice should take the benefit of these initiatives taken by ICI for all of us. Over to you, Satish sir.
Thank you, Richa. Thanks a lot. And thank you, Kemisha madam, our convener of this Women Empowerment Directorate. I can tell you that the way Kemisha ma'am has worked in the council in last 5 years and the way she is working in the council is wonderful. She is a very dynamic lady and we see a future leadership in her. So friends, she is I can say she is an example for all of us, not only for the females but also for the males. We have with us our very dynamic and honorable Vice President Nihar Jambusaria sir. Welcome sir. in this SETU meeting of the Women Member Empowerment Directorate. We welcome you, sir, and we were missing you yesterday also. I think you were busy and we could not connect with you. So, sir, welcome you, sir, Nihar, sir. And Richa, would you like to have blessings to Nihar, sir, first? Or should
Sure,
I
sir.
continue, madam?
I think,
Should
yeah,
I
otherwise, because, sir, you will be there for, matlab like, time 30 minutes, and we would like to you be there like entire time too.
Actually, I would have preferred to be there, and particularly because the subject that you are covering for women are really very relevant. But then at the same time, with the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board, the other meeting is going on where I will have to intervene. You must be knowing that they are coming out with pre-pack, a new package for MSMEs where they require institutes' inputs. So when my turn comes next, I will have to again side by side. It is also on, so I will have to go there also. So if you or I may take 2 minutes and then
Sir, I
be
think
there
you
till
just
the time
said
my
that
turn
because
doesn't
it
come
is
in
the
IT.
protocol also, sir. Without your start, we should not move. So I think you should start, sir.
Yeah, sir, I would like to welcome you, sir. So I'm giving Richa just I will take a few minutes for
Yes, yes.
our president, vice
So
president.
I'd like to invite our dynamic CA Kemisha Soni ma'am. Satish sir has also already said that she is the role model for the women members. Obviously, being the only lady in the committee and heading the Ethical Standards Board and the WMED, she is indeed inspiration for everybody. I'd like to invite Kemisha ma'am for her opening remarks and welcome address. Over to you, Kemisha ma'am.
Thank you, Richa. Good morning, everyone. At the outset, I congratulate and welcome you all for joining the webcast on SETU series. Let me assure you that you have taken the right decision in joining this webcast. I welcome in absentia our President, Sir, C. Atul Gupta ji, and our Honorable Vice President, Sir, C. A. Nihar Jambusaria ji. As you are aware that the year 2021 was truly challenging for all of us. The second largest accounting body under the able leadership of our Honorable President Sir and Vice President Sir responded to the extraordinary challenges by opening 30 chapters and representative offices, positioning ICI at various national and global forums, signing new MOUs, contribution to PM Care Fund, launched mentorship program for Make in India, opening felicitation centers for GST and MSME for developing Atmanirbhar Bharat, and the ICI continued its services to members and students uninterrupted during the lockdown with the new revised that website SSP portal and faced the biggest challenge of conduction of ICI November 20 examinations safely at 1084 exam centers and 8 overseas chapters. ICI adopted digital evaluations, quick results, and quick re-verifications process also. So many initiatives are there. So, dear members, our President Sir and Vice President Sir has taught us that challenges make us stronger to face difficult times, and difficult times of us. So we are delighted, and with that, sir, we would like to welcome our Vice President, sir, and we are delighted to have with us Chairman Committee for Members in Practice and Co-Convener Women Member Empowerment Director, CA Satish Gupta ji. I am happy that we have amongst us CA Shreya Jain, young and dynamic speaker and resource person also, CA Kusum Gandhi ji for today's webcast, and CA Richa Lunia, Secretary Bikaner Branch, CIRC of ICI, and from WMED side, CA Shanu and Shrija. So, dear members, object for designing this SETU series, I would say that we have been approached by many female chartered accountants who are facing difficulties in the profession, like starting their own practice, switching from job to practice, or they have taken a short break and finding it difficult to return to the profession. So the Women Member Empowerment Directorate has come out with Setu series to address their needs and help women members at large in enriching their knowledge and overall confidence building, and to keep them abreast with the latest amendments in practicing fields like direct tax, audit and corporate law, etc., and other work areas which are integral to chartered accountant practice firms. So we have engaged expert faculty and resource persons in different areas to update you on various topics. So dear friend, this is great opportunity for you to update yourself and take the maximum benefit of this webcast. All lectures of today's webcast are also available free on the Digital Learning Hub platform to the women members who can take the benefit of learning and referring the same under WMED Setu Series 1. So take maximum again our today's webinar and keep connected with ICI to know about various initiatives of ICI specifically initiated for you. And I look forward to working with all of you and invite your ideas to take more constructive initiative for the development of our women members, and hope that today's program will leave you more enlightened and knowledgeable. Wish you all the best. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you, and over to Richa.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your address. And I completely agree with you that with the dynamic leadership of our Honorable President, sir, and Vice President, sir, and all of you committee members, council members, our ICI functioning has not stopped. In fact, it has reached to newer heights in this year. Because of this corona, we've taken, our president and vice president, sir, have taken this as an opportunity, and virtually everything is being done. So be it Setu program for the members who are just joining the practice, or to the higher levels of post-qualification courses, everything has been done online at the ICI has come at our doorsteps now. We don't have to go anywhere outside. So that is indeed a very good opportunity for all the members as well as the students. Now we are all waiting to hear the words of wisdom of our Honorable Vice President, sir. So I'd like to invite CA Nihar Jambusaria, sir. So please give the words of wisdom. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Richa. Convener and Deputy Convener of Women Empowerment Director, CA. Today's two speakers, Shreya Jain and Kusum Gandhiji, Sanu Goyal from office, Richa from branch, and all the women listeners. I think the context has been rightly said. When you say Setu, Setu means bridge. And between women and the practice, what is the gap that needs to be bridged? And if I set the context right, probably in spite of having 27% women members, perhaps we continue to feel that there practice or in the profession is still little wanting. And the reasons also, we know that women have very peculiar problems. Sometimes they have to take a break in their professional career because of family engagements and come back to practice. At that time you find it very difficult to connect, and this disconnect that happens for several reasons is required to be bridged by continuous programs which would enable women members to update themselves and at the same time empower themselves to come back to the mainstream and work in the profession. At present, there are many women who have made their presence felt, and they have given a very different perspective to the profession. And I may give example of the convener of this directorate itself, Kemisa Soniji, is also working in the council for 2 terms. And you can see how actively she is working. I think it is possible for every woman to work like this. It is only, and particularly let me mention that perhaps a year back, one would have still felt that women are advantage. But in the COVID period, what we realized is on virtual mode, you can do anything. Like we are conducting webinars. In the same manner, you can execute professional works on virtual mode. Many companies have now started work from home policy. So I think in this atmosphere and scenario which is created by COVID, even women will be able to take full advantage of technology, and they will be able to even work from home and deliver what men are delivering by going to office or traveling. Perhaps the need for travel will also reduce to substantial extent, and this should help women to come and work at par with men. In this series, I'm sure you will bridge this gap not only by upskilling the women, but also by making them realize that if you are on top of technology, you are not worse off than anybody else. You can work from anywhere, you can have work-life balance, and you can deliver what any top-class professional can deliver to the client. So with this, I wish you all the best, and I once again compliment the convener and deputy convener both, who are taking number of initiatives for women empowerment. Indirectly, we are also contributing to the sustainability development goals. You may be aware that gender equality is one of the goals in SDG. So by doing this, we are also achieving that goal of the United Nations. With this, I wish all the best to this series, and I'm sure women will find it very value add and very useful in their professional life. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Vice President, sir, for your valuable words. And I'm sure that with the leadership we all have with you and all our council members like Kemisha ma'am or Satish sir, I'm sure we have no doubts that the members won't progress, because every day ICI has a new initiative for members. And for this, now I'd like to invite Satish Gupta sir again to share.
I'll just say one line. That while you are taking advantage of Women Empowerment Directorate, you also take advantage of Satish Guptaji's committee for members in practice. He has taken 80 plus initiatives during the year, and these initiatives are equal for men and women. There is no distinction. Please take full advantage. Number of initiatives he has taken. Only one line. Yeah, back to you. Thank you.
Exactly, sir. Yes, sir. That's what we were discussing, that more than 100 initiatives have been taken. So we are all eager to hear Satish sir about his new initiatives for the members in practice. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Richa, and thank you, sir. Nihar bhai, thanks a lot. I must say that it is our leadership of our President Atul Gupta ji, leadership of our Vice President Nihar sir, has given us a chance to do some work. And it is the leadership which should be given all the credits, whether it is the leadership of the Nihar bhai, whether it is leadership of the Atul bhai, or whether it is the leadership of the Kemisha Ben. It is the leadership which works. And I can tell you, my dear friends, that they have vision, they have proactiveness, and they have the capacity to take all of us on the right path. So it is the right time that I should thank Nihar bhai for appraising WMED and for appraising CMP also. So friends and Richa, I would take only a few of the time, because I am seeing the galaxy of the speakers, young speakers, Kusumji and Shreya, and I don't want that the audience should be not listen them. But I would take some very important initiatives which the committee for members in practice has taken. And it is rightly said by Nihar bhai that there is no difference in between men and women there. all the members, whether he is a man or she is women, they can go for the initiatives taken by the CMP or by the ICI. So let us, sir, yesterday we have taken a very big initiative, that is a State Bank of India finance scheme for chartered accountants. And I can say you that this is a first time ever the State Bank of India, such a large bank of the country, has come up with the ICI and with a very good scheme. I would just tell that the eligibility criteria is the age should be 25 years to 65 years and the member should have a 5-year COP. But here we have requested SBI to consider our young members that it should be scaled down to 2 years, so our young members can also apply for that scheme. ITR for 3 years, some scorecard and MSME registration. And there are two types of facilities. One is overdraft and another is the term loan. Overdraft limit is 2 to 25 lakhs, minimum 2 lakhs and maximum 25 lakhs. And term loan minimum 2 lakhs, maximum 75 lakhs or 100 lakhs, depending upon the city. But major cities will be covered into 75 lakhs, or all the metro cities will have a 100 lakhs, 1 crore. Overdraft will be given at the rate of 25% of the gross receipts of the firm, and term loan will be given 75% of the project cost. The rate of interest for the overdraft will be only 9.15% per annum. Just try to make a difference, my dear friends, my dear participants, my dear chartered accountant friends who are listening me, that we people are paying the interest at the rate of 13%, 14% prior to our arrangement we made in July 2020 under the dynamic leadership of President and Vice President with some NBFC, where the rate of interest for unsecured loan was 9.99%. Before that, we were paying 13%, 14% to 17%. But now, overdraft facility is available only in 9.15%. So it is a very, very big attraction. And term loan rate is again very big attraction, sir. Nearby, you will kindly appreciate that it is now 8.65% only. 8.65% only. Again, it's very big attraction, sir. And there is no primary security for overdraft. And for the term loan, the asset created out of the loan taken from the bank will be the primary security. Collateral security there will no collateral security. And the repayment for the overdraft will be on demand, and for the term loan will be on the 60 EMIs. Processing fees is bare minimum rupees 500 for a loan up to rupees 10 lakhs and rupees 1000 for a loan exceeding rupees 10 lakhs. No prepayment charges and online platform. Sir, Niyar sir, I would like your kind attention. The beauty of the product is that you need not to visit the branch. Entire processing, entire disbursement will be made on online platform. The SBI has developed the same and it will be released by us today only. You will find that which is the platform. Launched has been done by the President and Vice President yesterday only, but the details will be released today only. So you can go for this. So I think this requires, Niyar Bhai has blessed us, but this requires applause from you also, that it's a wonderful initiative has been arranged by the Committee for Members in Practice under the dynamic leadership of Niyar Bhai and Atul Bhai. Thank you very much, sir. Another thing, my dear friends, where I want your attention is we have released a very good arrangement to provide the laptops. To provide the laptops in a very discounted price, that is between rupees 18,000 to 21,000, and there are 4 types of models. Model from the Lenovo and another is very reputed company. So there is four models are there. You can choose it for your article students, and you can get it on a very discounted price. Third one, which was very high demand, that we were providing term life insurance to our members up to rupees 10 lakhs only from the Life Insurance Corporation of India. Now, sir, with the blessings of Atul Bhai and Niyar Bhai, we have made an arrangement to provide a term loan up to for life, not only up to 1 crore, but even beyond 1 crore, with making an arrangement with the ICICI Prudential Life Insurance on a very competitive and on very comparable prices. So I would say again, just before going for any arrangement, make a comparison, prepare a competitive chart, and if it suits you, you go for that. Otherwise, don't go for that. But tell us that this is the problem our initiation, our arrangement has, so we can take up the same with the company. The another thing which is very important, friends, that unsecured loan, we have already made an arrangement with the NBFC at a rate of interest of 9.99%, and that is pure unsecured, no security at all needed, no prepayment charges. And it is for the information of my dear members who are listening me, that company has disbursed more than 300 crores to our members in last 7 months. So see, friend, that the level of the arrangement this particular year under the leadership of Nihar Bhai and Atul Bhai, this team of the CMP has done. And I would like to mention here, Kemisa Madam is also a member of the team of the Committee for Members in Practice, and she has always been very supportive and very active in all the initiations. Whenever we kept it in the committee, she was always positive, and she always give her fullest support that we should go for all the benefits for the members. So this is the important thing which I wanted to tell you. One another thing which I think many of the members are not known, that we have made an arrangement to issue the credit cards from the Bank of Baroda, and a beautiful credit card, friends, and that has a specific mention that exclusively for the members of the ICI, and a CL logo is also there. And the biggest entitlement you have without paying any money even on the entry, or even annually, no payment, no needed to make them, but you will be entitled for 12 airport launch benefits in a year. Every quarter, 3 airport launch benefits. So see, without spending a single penny, if you will go for domestic flights, and if you have a time and you want to spend that time in the airport lounges, you will be entitled to go there and use those airport lounges, money there. So, and apart from this, all other benefits of the credit card are available there. So friends, if you and for your information, my dear friends, if you are listening me, that up to this time, Nihar sir, 40,000 members, 40,000 members have taken the credit card of the Bank of Baroda, sir, and this is the achievement of this committee this year. So this is the thing. And apart from this thing, sir, I would like to tell, and I am thankful to Nihar Bhai and Atul Bhai in absentia, that they came to Jaipur on 1st of this month, and they inaugurated 2 very important courses, my dear friends. One is the certificate course, working paper. All know the importance of an auditor. This is a very good, and the another course that our how to get for the chartered accountants, President sir, of February. First night and our leaders, and we have 230 types of software. You want software for the return filing, income tax, you have that software. We have such arrangement. If you want a software for the GST, we have that arrangement. If you want a software for the secretarial practice, we have software for that. If you want the software for the labor law practice, we have software for that. If you want to make a research on the income tax litigation, we have software for that. If you want XBRL, we have a software. If you want an audit tool, we have a software. You just think of the software. You want this type of software, and I'm blessed with the blessings of my council colleagues and the committee colleagues who are always positive. And so we have made arrangements for the all type of softwares, dear friends. So you can visit. I would like to tell, and I would request you to note down cmpbenefits.ici.org. You please note down this, and cmpbenefits.ici.org. Visit this site. You will find that all the initiatives are there. Almost all the initiatives are the online. You need not to visit. You need not to go anywhere. You can simply get all those things by visiting that particular site. You will find all the things there. We have also inaugurated, our president sir has also inaugurated one very important book. I would like to tell you, friend, A to Z of making our offices virtually enabled offices. You know, friends, in this pandemic COVID-19 time, we all faced a big problem. We could not work for 2-3 months continuously. Thereafter also still we have a disruption that some of us are not able to open our offices in the fullest capacity. So, friend, for this purposes, we have come up with the A to Z guidelines that how we can make our offices virtually enabled offices. And this particular book is dedicated to all the small and medium practitioners, all the proprietorship firms, all the women chartered accountants. If you intend to come in the practice, I can say, my dear sisters and sisters, that you please think of this practice. You come up and you just go to cmpbenefit.ici.org and you visit the WMED site. You will find various things there, and you can choose the softwares, you can choose the finance schemes, you can choose other initiatives of the insurance schemes which we have, and you can guide us that if we bring this type of facility for our women members, so we are open to that, always open to that. So with this, I think we want to listen Shreya, because I have heard so many big words about her, that she is a wonderful speaker. We want to hear another our panelist speaker, Kusum Gandhi ji. So I don't want to have some time, have been given some time by the madam for tomorrow also. So we'll discuss the other things on tomorrow. But for today, I think this is sufficient from my side, and we all with their best of the for giving me this opportunity to sit only with the region. Even I know that.
Hello, Satish sir, your voice is breaking. I think there's some network issue at sir's end. So thank you so much, Satish sir, for sharing and letting us aware about all these initiatives taken by the Committee for Members in Practice, headed by you. I'm sure the members would surely benefit from the most recent tie-up of ICI with the biggest bank of India, that is the SBI. So thank you so much for enlightening us. Now, moving on towards our program, I'd first like to invite our first speaker, C.A. Shreya Jain. Before inviting her, let me give a very brief introduction about her. She's a commerce graduate from Delhi University and an associate member of ICAI. She has also cleared the Forensic Audit and Fraud Detection Certificate course of ICAI. She has a growing practical experience in direct taxes, corporate and non-corporate audits, and consultancies. And apart from this, her expertise is in Ind AS and forensic audits. She has recently co-authored a book named Chartered Accountants Documentation and Compliance for Audit and Reviews. She'll be telling us today about the overview of the SETU program and various initiatives, as well as she'll be giving an overview of accounts and audit. Her video is also recorded and uploaded on the Digital Learning Hub portal, which I mentioned in the beginning of the session. So over to you. for your session.
Thank you so much, Richa. Thank you so much, Richa. A very good morning to our Vice President, Nihar Sir, Convener, Kimisha Ma'am, Deputy Convener, Satish, our distinguished speakers and members. I would like to start by throwing some spotlight on WMED, that is Women Members Empowerment Directorate. As a true partner in nation building, ICI has set up the dedicated WMED to formulate and implement plans, policies, and measures for the empowerment of its women members. It also augments women-centric programs and initiatives for making them as mainstream performers at all levels, whether it is corporate leadership or academics to practice. So one of the specialized programs of WMED is the SETU program, for which we all are gathered here. So these programs help women members in equipping them with the relevant skills necessary in the complex work environment and making their comeback in the professional space a little less challenging. Earlier, these programs were handled and were being conducted, as very well told by CA Richa, in the physical mode with eminent speakers sharing their hands-on experiences. However, as we all know, that the pandemic situation created the launching of these programs on digital platform. The purpose of these programs is to augment the knowledge and overall confidence building of women members who have recently completed their chartered accountancy course and are interested in entrepreneurship, or have taken a break from their career and presently want to return their profession by starting their own practice, or are presently working in industry or corporate but want to set up their own practice, or are in practice but they want to widen their area of expertise in different professional domains. So the program will also be helpful for women members at large, enriching their knowledge in the fields like direct tax, indirect tax, auditing, corporate law, the areas which are very integral, that we say that are earmarked to chartered accountant practice firm. Now, when we talk about the highlights, as mentioned, we are going to enrich the knowledge and overall confidence. It is going to provide a linkage between women members and CA firms and the arrangement of a platform through the women members through the portal, as very well mentioned, womenportal.icai.org. It is also going to be the opportunities to women members to join local firms on full-time or part-time basis. Further, what is the content of the program that we're talking? So the first is the direct tax, as very well told, which has been uploaded, which is presented by CA Nitika Khivani on the overview or the online filing of income tax, tedious returns, important provisions under Income Tax Act, assessments, notices, rectification. Then next we have indirect taxes, which has been again uploaded and very well presented by CA Kusum Gandhi. We are going to have her next, which is on the provisions under GST. Then the next course content is overview on accounting standards and important standards on auditing, which is uploaded and presented by me. Then next we have corporate law, which is on the overview on provisions related to appointment of woman independent director and other related important provisions, CARO, IFC, online filing of various forms under the Companies Act 2013. Now the Directorate has also managed and has dedicated a portal, that is the Women Portal, which aims to provide a platform to women members to articulate their views and concerns pertaining to chartered accountancy profession. The portal is running with an objective to provide flexi working opportunities to women members. This portal also contains relevant contents for the upskilling and motivation of our members. Like we have the success stories of women members. To inspire the other women members to set and achieve higher goals, women members are invited to share their success stories who have reached at a helm of affairs within and outside of the profession in business, corporate, startups, social engineering, NGOs, civil administration, academics, etc. We also have the video bite of Woman Role Model, stepping forward towards motivating women members. Video interviews of role models like CARM Vishaka, MD and CEO of India First Life Insurance Company Limited. All of this has been uploaded on the portal. The web portal also links to important announcements on ICI webpage and women members empowerment events organized by POUs and amongst other pertinent topics. So it's time for us, we women, to be benefited from this beautiful initiative by WMED of ICAI and take a step towards women getting equal opportunities and gender equality for inclusive growth. As very well told by VP Sir, that the active women members in chartered accountancy profession are approximately only 27%. So this platform will give us the pathway to be active and contribute to the profession. With this, I would like to move to my topic, the topic that I have uploaded, the technical topic, which is on an overview on accounts and audit. So before starting and sharing my experience and what the video pertains, I would like to thank the convener, CA Kivisha Soni, for giving me this opportunity to be part of such a noble and much needed drive, the SETU program. It is bridging between practicing chartered accountancy firms and women members of ICAI. The spotlight should be because that she is firstly a woman and a CCM, a council member of ICAI from Indore. She's the only female council member we currently have and is an inspiration for all of us to reach at such heights and lead from the front. We wish and hope you to reach at the highest authorities of ICAI. Now, when we talk about practice, working for our own self, entrepreneurship, we must know the basics. And so I've tried to cover the basics and give an overview on accounts and audit, which is uploaded. So when we talk about, we are going to start from the very start. We are going to start our own practice. So we are going to have clients at our place who are going to share how they want to start their work. What are the different entities that are available to them? So it is us who has to guide what entity is right for the person. So I have tried to include firstly, what are the different entities and how are the formations done? Then what are the statutes that are required while we are considering an entity to our clients. So it is very important for us to know how to form a company, how to go for an LLP. If you want to go for sole proprietorship, how to start for a sole proprietorship. Then I have covered accounting standards. Accounting standards that are very, very important while we are accounting, while we are doing bookkeeping. The accounting standards that are issued by ICAI that has been there in the companies route and the ICDS, the Ind AS that we have. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Yeah. So when we talk about accounting standards, then we need to see the accounting standards applicability. What all accounting standards are applicable to which all entities? What are the division of the entities? Then when we talk about accounting, we need to check the compliances. Compliances such as TDS, such as advanced tax, such as ESI, PF, cash payments. Then when we are doing an audit or when we're doing the accounting at the first, so we need to check how to prepare the financial statements. The financial statements are a set of your balance sheet, profit and loss, statement of changes in equity if any, cash flow statement and notes to accounts. Very important. So it is all going to be covered, that how to prepare your financial statements, what all you should include. Then when you are compliancing in your bookkeeping, what all should be taken care of. Now, what are few accounting standards that are very important, which should be kept in mind? Usually the students or us, or which is very normally seen in the practice in corporates, that we are not following the accounting standards. We do not remember, we are not following it completely, but we should, as per accounting standards. So I've covered few important accounting standards. Then we are going to have audit. What is the procedure of audit? How to start from the appointment to the engagement, to our risk assessments, to knowing our client, to documentation, from UDIN, and then finally the bill collection. Then when we are doing the auditing, we need to follow standards on auditing, where standards on auditing not only means just the essays, but also SQC1, also the SREs, SAEs, SRS. We need to comply with all of it while we are auditing the financial statements. The next covered are some important essays and some general points which we need to consider while we are auditing. Like related previous year figures should be mentioned in your financial statements. About the loans, advances, authorized capital, debtors and creditors aging, cash in hand, the UDIN that is there, then the guidance notes that have been issued by the ICAI. Then a little hand touch on tax audit. We recently had our Union Budget 2021, which has changed our limit for the 5%, which is not 5 crores now. It has changed to 10 crores. I've covered CARO 2016, as CARO 2020 is still extended. So currently applicable is CARO 2016. Again, when we talk about CARO 16, small companies, CARO is not applicable to small companies, and the definition of small company, the limit, the threshold has changed in our Union Budget 2021. As now the paid up capital has shifted to 2 crores and the turnover has shifted to 20 crores. Then some examples are there to explain and give a viewer a greater and a wider aspect to the things. So this is how I have tried to accumulate and give an overview on accounts and auditing. I hope the video that has been uploaded on the portal helps you. And in case of any doubts, any queries, you can reach me out at my email ID, that is shreyajain@lunawat.com. Yeah, that'll be all. Thank you so much. Over to you, Richa.
Thank you so much for your short and sweet deliberation on the overview of accounts and audit and what the video is uploaded on the DLH portal by you. Now, if we have any questions from the viewers, if there are any, or we can take it at the end after Kusum ma'am's session, so that we can take a consolidated Q&A session. So moving on to the part 2 of the program. The speaker for the part 2 is CA Kusum Gandhi ji. She is a BCom Honours from Sri Ram College of Commerce, Delhi University, and she's also a diploma in IFRS, ACCA UK. And she's a very experienced chartered accountant, being a fellow member of the institute since November 1995. She's also a faculty member of ICAI and has recorded lectures for GST and video lectures for audit and GST in the DLH portal for the Setu series also. She has a vast working experience of around 24 years in the manufacturing industries like automobile and chemical. And she has a sound knowledge in SAP and has been actively involved in implementation of SAP in the manufacturing industry, and she was also actively involved in the implementation of internal financial control, GST, Ind AS, etc. in the SAP environment. So over to you, ma'am, for your deliberation in the part 2 of the session.
Thank you, Richa.
Yes.
I am very much thankful to CA Kanisha Soni, convener of WMED and chairperson of Ethical Standard Group, CA Nihar Sir, who is the Vice President of ICAI, and CA Satish Kumar Gupta ji, Deputy Convener of WMED, to give me the opportunity to be the part of this Setu series, part 1 of WMED. Empowerment of the woman is a great responsibility that all these women need. The world becomes a better place when women don't feel the hardships to exist. For many years, women have faced several difficulties. Earlier, the role of the woman was limited to only household chores. Everyone, including some women, was brought up to believe that the role of the woman is limited to the tasks. Due to this belief, women didn't go out to work or thought about going for work. However, this thought changed after a few decades because women started trying very different things. Women began realizing that they too can have careers and a future. More and more women began taking up now the jobs and worked in many sectors of the economy. Now there is no space when the women are not working and excelling at what they are doing. Women manage a number of things at the same time. We are fortunate that we are the part of this elite profession, chartered accountants. But few among us are though qualified chartered accountant, but could not pursue the profession because of the compelling reasons. WMED has taken initiative to introduce such members with the latest opportunities available so that they may actively pursue the profession. As a part of this initiative, I am being asked to speak about the opportunities available in the field of GST. There are various fields, various opportunities which are available in the field of GST. For aspiring the finance professionals, GST unlocks a whole new world of the opportunities. But are you ready to grab it and excel your career? GST practitioners. It is an exciting career for finance professionals to start off their career in the field of GST. But the scope of the GST is immense, and if the GSTP is not only filing the returns, but keeping a wider approach in accepting the jobs related to the audits, assessments, case studies, advance rulings, and many other cases, then one can definitely take a good share of business from its clients. Being a GSTP is basically a free marketing that you are a certified practitioner recognized by the GSTIN. There is a famous quote that says, "Opportunity knock only once at your door." Indeed, GST is that one knocks in terms of opportunity to serve, learn, and earn for us professionals. GST in India has been termed as biggest indirect tax reform since independence. Since tax professionals like chartered accountants are at the heart of the tax compliance system, they are bound to be impacted by this big ticket reform. This has further special significance and opportunities for the CA profession. Increase in taxpayers. After the implementation of the GST, there is a very much increase in the number of the taxpayers, like tax on supply of goods and or services with the minimal number of exemptions and exempted sectors. The coverage of the GST is extensive and it covers the entire business area of India with a threshold limit of rupees 20 lakhs that goes down to rupees 10 lakhs in northeastern states, coupled with the definition of aggregate turnover, which inter alia includes taxable supply, exempt supply, stock transfers, exports, etc. Even small businesses, professionals, and others are coming under GST.
Ma'am, your face is not visible. Now it's okay.
Now it is okay.
Yeah.
Increase in the statutory compliances. Statutory compliances like submission of various returns, audited accounts by the taxpayers, and the annual return reconciliation with the audited balance sheet and profit and loss account is bringing in significant role of the chartered accountants professionals. This statutory convergence is further integrated as the compliance systems under both income tax and GST. Responsibilities of the tax professionals, particularly chartered accountants, is inevitably increased. Now there are various other opportunities which are available in the GST like advisory services, as GST is a big change, big game change reforming for Indian economy by developing a common Indian market and reducing the cascading effect of taxes on the cost of goods and services. With the advent of such big reforms, the businesses also are in line with the GST. GST has far-reaching the professionals, the consequences on almost all the realms of the business operations and impact the tax structure, its incidence, computations, credit availment, utilization, compliances, and other aspects like the introduction of the reconciliation of your ITC part with the GSTR 2A as well as the GSTR 2B, leading to a complete overhaul of the current indirect tax system. There are various other opportunities in many areas in which the indirect tax professionals have new opportunities under the GST regime, which include tax structuring, representations before various revenue authorities in respect of low-cost notices, appeals, legal opinions, procedures, guidelines to the clients, handling compliance, verification processes like audits, scrutiny, handling legacy issues like past assessments and audits. There is also a vast change in the introduction of the GST that is called as digitization. With the GST reform, the government is taking a big step into full digitization of the indirect taxation process. With the voluminous data process and the compliances involved, a young, forward-looking professional will seize this opportunity to handhold, advise, train, and support the client base, which will be much needed, appreciated, and valued. Recently, the introduction of the e-invoice, linking of e-invoice with the e-way bills, GSTR1, etc. is also a part of this. And I just want to share, if you want to start the practice in the GST field, you can start learning from the basic acts for which the WMED has already taken a lot of initiatives to the CA members where they can learn. And moreover, for doing a good practice, you just have a look over the various definitions like what is supply, how is it different from the sale, previous regime, aggregate turnover as per different sections which is prescribed in the CGST Act, the place of supply, location of the supplier, location of the recipient, the definition of the goods, services, difference between the capital goods, what is called as capital goods in GST, and more. The most important sections which are available like ITC, input tax credit, on which the input tax is available and on which items the input tax credit is not available, for which the client needs a very much specific discussion with you, and they want a very healthy discussion for this topic. Registrations, various returns, due dates of the returns. Now with these words, I am very much thankful to WMED for giving me this opportunity to be a part of this series. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Over to you, Richa.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kusum ma'am, for giving the overview of how to start the GST practice. We have a few questions received. So should I take them and probably you both can answer? Kemisha ma'am is if she's also here, she can also answer some questions. So one of the question received. So a member has asked that do we get CP credit by attending the webinar? CA Payal Mehta. I'll only reply that you have the unstructured CP credit for this webcast. One question is, please promote some work from home, some assignment basis work and some part-time flexible working hours in some small cities like Bhavnagar. CA Kusum Prajapati.
I think,
CA
Richa,
Kusum has asked.
yeah, our women member can get all details related to new professional opportunity under various committee. For professional opportunity related to abroad also, we have international trade and WTO committee also is there. Through practice management areas, they can visit CMP portal, and regarding that PDC also they can visit, and we have also compiled certain professional opportunity. So I would request our women members ki please go through our women member empowerment portal also, and regarding that they can also connect local availability in local firms, whether as a partner or on part-time basis or on assignment basis or work from home. They can get all details related to that professional opportunity also through our portal. And tomorrow we have one program specifically we have designed for related to various areas, new areas related to professional opportunity. So I would request just attend tomorrow program also, the webinars related to professional opportunities.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. So this answers 2-3 more questions by CA Veena Pillai and CA Krishna Vadir on how to get the actual work from the CA firms. So ma'am has mentioned that on the women members portal, that is womenportal.ici.org, the CA firms have also registered, and we can also register, and this way it will act as a bridge between bridging the gap and providing the opportunities. There's one more question by CA Neeti Tandon from Lucknow. She's asking how can we watch the videos uploaded on the Digital Learning Hub? So for that, you can
through
log in
SSP
through your
portal
SSP.
And just I would like to share our for our women members that even you can get structured CP hours through our Digital Learning Hub. We have already uploaded related to revised code of ethics and certain auditing standards related lectures also. So that is also available on Digital Learning Hub. So our member can get structured CP hours also from that video from learning from Digital Learning Hub. And also this Setu series video we will upload, and 2 or 3 video already uploaded. And through SSP portal, our member can log in a Digital Learning Hub.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. CA Sheetal from Mumbai is asking, kindly guide on how to present and market our skills apart from gaining technical skills, keeping in mind ICI Code of Conduct. Given the COVID situation, face-to-face contact has reduced, then how to start practice through digital platforms?
I think, Richa, tomorrow we have that program related to
Sure.
that professional opportunity. But only I would also suggest regarding if you want to be in practice or you want to join practice and start your practice. So within legal framework, what you can do that you can advertise. You have that website also, the guideline also. So after that, following so many things are there. What you can use for promotion and marketing, your expertise also, and you can give your write-up in journal, and sometime you can also upload your videos at various branches and through CP programs also. So, and you can also develop your expertise area, particular any segment you can select and develop in expertise in that particular area apart from core areas of practice.
Thank you so much, ma'am. CA Pratyusha has asked that can you please let me know the name of the website where various softwares are available? I think this relates to the details shared by Satish sir for the committee for members in practice. So sir has already mentioned, or sir, if you'd like to mention, the website name cmpbenefits.ici.org. That is the website sir has mentioned already. Sir, if you'd like to please elaborate about the softwares available, CA Pratyusha is asking.
Yeah, Pratyusha, very good afternoon. And I think I just told you earlier also that we have software for the practice management. We have software for the income tax return filing. We have software for the GST return filing, GST annual return filing, GST other compliances. We have software for the income tax audit. We have software for the accounts. With that cloud-based accounting also, we have two arrangements for the cloud-based accounting. One is Zoho, another is the Hostbook. We have Tele arrangement for our members on a 50% discount right now. But if a member is young who has joined the membership after 1st April 18, then 80% discount is available from Tele. So it is very attractive discount. And we have software for the legal compliances. We have software for the compliance audit. We have software for the secretarial practice, company secretarial practice. We have arrangement of the software for the other legal laws practice, all laws, whether it is business law, whether it is tax law, whether it is general laws, all laws practice software is there. We have software for the income tax litigation work. Suppose you research work. If you want to do a research on a particular case, you can use that software. Through that, you will find that which cases are in your favor, which cases are in your against. Then you can make a comparison, and the commentary part also be provided by that software. So it's a wonderful software that is. We have XBRL software, we have EFF Factor software, we have several arrangements. So, what I say generally that you name it and you will find it. So you will have to go and visit cmpbenefits.ici.org, and whatever you require you will find there. And if you still don't find as per your requirement, I would request you to send a mail to CMP committee, and we would take the same into consideration, and we will try to make that arrangement very soon. We have also one audit tool arrangement also we have. So, and we are going to make one arrangement more, Kemisa madam. I would like to share it with you that we are going to make a very nice audit tool arrangement. Very nice. We would like to inaugurate it through the President sir and Vice President on 9th of this month. And that is very useful audit tool for all of us. So, and we are going to make a very good arrangement with an international software developer to develop a ledger scrutiny software for chartered accountant. Ledger scrutiny, and the benefits will be you cannot imagine the benefits. You can find that the debtors having credit balances, you can find the creditors having debit balances. You want to know that how much purchases I have made exceeding rupees 10 lakh, how much cash payments I have made, how much cash loans I have accepted. Everything will be there in that ledger scrutiny software. So that arrangement is going to be made on this 9th of this month only. So we are also working at very with heart and mind both, and I think we will be able to give 2-3 more arrangements prior to end of my period this year on 12th of February. So we all are working rigorously for the benefit of our members and fraternity. But don't forget cmpbenefit.ici.org. Visit there regularly. You will find all the new initiations there, definitely. Whoever the chairman, whoever the vice chairman, it does not make any difference, because ICAI as a whole is working for the betterment of fraternity and practice. We all are one. And what is my I can say motto, that members should feel कि ICAI के साथ खड़ी हुई है. अभी हम जाते थे इलेक्शन में, रिचा जानती है, रिचा के पास भी गए, रिचा ने कहा ICAI हमारे लिए क्या करती है. So I was just trying to get the answer of that question. And whenever I got the opportunity, I just tried to give the answer of that question. Yes, we are doing these things for you. एंड इफ रिचा यू जस्ट मेक अ सीट, अगर हमारे सारे अरेंजमेंट जो मैं केमिसा मैम मेरे से सहमत, इनकी सहमति से और इनके सपोर्ट से संभव हुआ है सब कुछ, तो ये जो अगर हम बनाए लिस्ट कि हमारे अगर सारे सॉफ्टवेयर हमारे यूज करें, मेंबर को 1 लाख रुपए से ऊपर का बेनिफिट होता है, खाली टैली में 40,000 रुपए का बेनिफिट होता है मार्केट रेट से। जो लैपटॉप हमने दिया है अमेजन प्राइस, अमेजन से बोल रहा हूं मैं, कंपनी प्राइस नहीं, अमेजन प्राइस से 10,000 रुपए का डिफरेंस लैपटॉप में आएगा। तो अगर ये चीजें हमारा मेंबर लेगा तो आपको उससे लगेगा, वर्किंग पेपर मैनेजमेंट का हमने कोर्स कराया 4,000 रुपए में, आज तो हमने फिजिकली तो 12,000 रुपए में कराया, जब हमने वर्चुअल कराया 4,000 रुपए में कराया। तो ये सारे बेनिफिट अगर हम काउंट करें तो इस साल जो आईसीआई ने जितना कंट्रीब्यूट मेंबर्स के लिए किया है, तो आई कैन से प्राउडली कि आईसीआई मेंबर के साथ खड़ी हुई है, चाहे वो वीमेन मेंबरशिप का काम है, WMED का है, चाहे CMP का है, चाहे अभी आप देखें कि हमारी 2 चीजें मैं आपको बताना चाहूंगा हमारे मेंबर्स को, बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें हैं, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग दैट आईसीआई इज नाउ गोइंग टू परमिट यू फॉर मल्टी डिसिप्लिनरी पार्टनरशिप्स। नाउ you can have a partnership with company secretary. Now you can have a partnership with the cost accountants. Now just visualize how it is going to make a difference in your professional life. Miraculous. You will be surprised to know the results of this endeavor which our ICI has done this year. We are coming up with new networking guidelines. And Kamisa ma'am has played a vital role in those. Me and Kamisa ma'am were the members of that networking group. We have done a rigorous work for that, and I can assure you that the work we have done and the networking guidelines will come very useful. So we are working, and you see the CABF, the COVID CABF fund, we have 1,50,000 ICI given to all members for themselves or for their dependents on certain conditions. We have received not more than 1,000 applications for that relief of rupees 1,50,000. So ICI आपके साथ खड़ी हुई है. We need that you should feel united रहें. कुछ चीजें जो गवर्नमेंट की होती है वहां भी प्रयास किए जाते हैं. अभी जैसे in this budget we have seen 2-3 contrary news which are not in favor of our profession. The number 1, the GST audit has been scrapped down. Number 2, that tax audit limit has been extended to 10 crores. These are the things which may affect us, but ICI is working at that front also. But government is government. We can simply request or simply pressurize the government that these are the things which are not in the benefit of chartered accountant, which are in the benefit of the nation as a whole. Because otherwise, the things of the evasion, you cannot prevent the evasion. Auditor is a person who prevents the evasion, or we have to make this particular fact in our mind that we are here to prevent the evasion. That is the most important thing. If we will do this thing, we will unite, we will live united. I understand and I believe, I am of the firm belief that we will get whatever we want. Then there are loads of opportunity in the profession. Don't worry, we all are working for that, and we are going to work continuously, at least for a year. CMP, I am here only.
Thank you so much, sir. Indeed, I agree that the list of initiatives, if we compile the whole list, it will go so long. But I'd like to also share that in one of the other webinars, a member suggested that while filling the membership form for applying for the membership, you should mention the list of the initiatives there itself, so that the member gets to know that while paying the membership fees, you get so many benefits from ICI, because the main problem is lack of awareness with the members. So Women Members Empowerment Directorate is doing so much. The Committee for Members in Practice is doing so many arrangements, but the members, so many members are not even aware of it. So while paying the membership fees or while filing the membership form, if they get in front the list that these are all the benefits you're getting, then they'll get to know that, Tally, we're getting Tally at 80% discount price, or softwares are almost at free of cost. I've checked out there are few softwares for the small firms for 3 members, 4 members. It is totally free, lifetime free. So what more do you expect from ICI? Hand holding the new members. So moving ahead towards our questions, we have one more question received, that which technical subject area is more easier to start the own practice with? So any of our speakers, if you'd like to answer the question. which technical area is easy to begin?
I think, Richa, I would say we can take views of our speakers also, but I would suggest as we have designed this Setu series, so we can start with, we can bifurcate our practice areas, once related to compliance work, and second related to value addition for the management and what we can develop for management in related to project finance and for their internal standard operating procedure for account finance department. So that is related something different for value addition of our management client related services, and one we can bifurcate in compliance related services, under which we can say that income tax, GST, ROC compliances, and so many compliances are there. So in that manner, at the time of starting of practice, we can set these department also, and then after that, after 2 or 3 years, we can delegate these department to our junior staff, our associates, and we can concentrate on particular areas. We can say that our interest area, according that we can develop that particular expertise and specializations. Maybe we can say related to Ind-AS, related to certain opinion-based, referral-based practice, or international taxations, and so many other areas, RERA and IBBI insolvency. So many other areas are there, and we have at ICAI platform various committee related to all areas, and that according to interest, that Richa, you have suggested about that at the time of payment of membership fees, we should know what are the benefits from our ICAI side. So I would request just please visit our portal, our website related to ICAI, so member can get all details, whether related to outsourcing related services. For example, if you start your practice in direct tax, so starting you can say that compliance related services related to return filing, related to TDS filing, but that are the basic compliance work. But as per our interest, what our member can do, that they can develop their expertise in international taxations, DT, AA, transfer pricing, then appellate work, advisory work, opinion based practice. So our member can particular area and they can expand that. For example, shares interest in forensic audit. So we can say that your expertise you can develop in investigative audit, internal audit, forensic audit, which areas are related to particular that field only. So then we can expand that type of practice according to basic core areas of practice, and further we can develop that particular areas according to our interest and our opportunities and our expertise. If you want to do like Ind-AS, so you can do Ind-AS certificate course. If you want to be as an arbitrator also, that is something new areas also, arbitrations, because after Companies Act 13 there is provisions related to mediation and conciliations. So, and even stock exchanges, there is a mechanism, alternate dispute resolutions. So our member can be an arbitrator also. So according to interest, they can develop their areas.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
absolutely agree to Kimisha ma'am, and also I would like to add that when it talks about easy way, it is always the one in which you have your own interest. So it is important for you to understand which area you are comfortable with at the start and then go more deep. Accounting is very basic, we all know. So we have that work in hand, but apart from that, we have audits. We have the upcoming are the forensic audits, as rightly said, that forensic audits is about bridging your audit with today's environment, that is IT. In today's time, everything is IT driven. So it is very important for us to check whether the audits, whether the compliances, whether the entire accounting is done, whether they have the proper systems or not, for which forensic accounting is very important. And it is coming. We have our forensic audits in banks, but even in normal companies, now everybody wants to get their forensic audit done to check where they are at their IT levels. So you can go in that, you can go for insolvency, valuation. If you want to do something different, we have income tax, as ma'am really told. Then we also have Ind-AS. I've recently done the Ind-AS course of ICAI because Ind-AS is also the upcoming and it is required in every and other entities where Ind AS is applicable. So once you start with an area, I think slowly and gradually you will get answers. You don't need to get worried. You get your COP, know your interest area, try and meet other people apart from CAs also, some businesses, some business people from where you can get work as well. So you need to be connected, you need to have the loop and start with your area, and then your niche is going to increase slowly and gradually.
Yeah, I agree with Kamisha and CA Shreya Jain. And I just want to add in this, first set your vision. What is your interest area? And then start working in that direction only. There are various opportunities in each and every field, as said by Shreya Jain and Kamisha ji, that in Ind AS, any one field you can choose. Then there are opportunities available with you.
So, Richa, here I would also like to mention one initiatives of Professional Development Committee. There is one publications, Quick Insight on Professional Opportunity for Chartered Accountants. In that particular publications, our member can get entire 360-degree information related to professional opportunity, rather globally also, domestic also, government segment also, private banking, insurance, outsourcing, all information they have gathered and compiled in that quick insights at member can get PDC on PDC portal. These publications freely you can download that publications. And what is the excellent part of this publication is that in that particular each area of professional opportunity they have mentioned about technical requirement and expertise requirement related to that area, and also they have given address and link of various portal also. For example, World Bank related professional opportunity, for example, insurance segment, for example, related to data analytics, ABCD. Presently, we are mentioning that key artificial intelligence, data analytics, cyber, and other tools about that. So, in these publications, our member can get all informations related to professional areas, opportunities. And regarding practicing areas, that already Satish sir mentioned about our CMP website. And for technical requirement related to that, we have AASB, ASB, as Shreya is covering that particular part for our Setu program also. So that we have also developed certain checklist formats. So that is readily available. Whatever women member can do that, they can develop their own library on their desktop, and they can download each type of formats related to certain audits related certifications, bank related certifications. So according that intellectual knowledge bank also we can develop in the desktop, and that is, we can say, digital library, and that will be the readily available when your client will come to you. So you have certain things readily with you, so that you can use in that platform. Because the main missing thing is that our members are not visiting our ICI website and portal, and they are not aware about so many initiatives and so many technical materials also available for their day-to-day practice. Even ethical requirements related, already we have uploaded lectures also in very simplified language.
True, ma'am. I completely agree that if somebody, sits for an hour with the ICI website, he'll get to know so many things. I agree with the view you said about the Quick Insight book of the PDC. It is really very good, and it covers all the practice areas, even the basic practice areas, or the big, the traditional practice of direct tax and indirect tax, until the forensics and data analytics and valuation, insolvency. It covers each and everything. And also it, as ma'am said, that it has ways to how to procure that work, from which site to reach out for the work. So you all should definitely visit the ICI website, check out all the committees inputs and the PDFs available on the ICI website. We have few more questions. I'd like to take those. One question is that, ma'am, I'm not a practicing CA. I was working in a MNC, but due to COVID, they have asked us to resign from the job. So being a CA in a job, how can we explore opportunities in job? CA Muzammil from Bangalore has asked this. So she wants ideas for CAs in job. I think CA, we have a job portal also of the ICI, but ma'am, if you'd like to elaborate on this.
Here I would say ki please join tomorrow's program because that we have designed according to member in industry also, corporate also, work from home also. So that we have compiled for tomorrow webinar. So she can join tomorrow. So she will get exact so many information.
Sure, ma'am. Sure. Thank you. One more question from CA Krishna is it mandatory if a CA has done a registered business valuer, then he has to choose either to be a practicing member or a registered valuer after 3-4 years? So I think this is also a domain specific question which would be taken tomorrow, as we have professional opportunities to be covered tomorrow. So I request you, dear member, to please attend tomorrow's webinar for these questions for professional opportunities. And as Kemisha ma'am has already said, please check out the Quick Insights book as well. There's one more question. Can a non-practicing chartered accountant take advantage of the various discount benefits? Muznaf from Mumbai.
Yes, wo Satish sir is there. I think Satish sir will more guide on this. Satish ji is there. Otherwise, I will share that. So many related to that our MOUs and that arrangement for like insurance segment and other areas. So member can take benefit of that. There is no differentiation between COP holder and non-COP.
Agreed. Yes, ma'am. How much is networking important for a successful practice? And is it a good way to collaborate with an existing firm, or should we look for a local firm?
I think Richa, here depend on their practical, I think their interest also for our members. We can say that if we want to be we want to be in a consultancy and other, if we are developing our expertise in particular area, and if you are selecting that particular related to audit and other things for C&AG, for government audit, for PSU's audit, some banks audit, so in that case there should be a big team concept will work, and then in that case if you are interested in audit area particular, so you can join a big firm, or you can also formulate your own firm with your colleagues and with your friends, and depend on particular areas you can start your practice. This is depend totally on your own choice, I think. And our speaker can also guide on that matter, ki in what segment they can, and which type of practice they can join, either sole proprietor or big firms or mid-size firm. I think Shreya is also in practice area, so she can also guide on that particular area.
Right, ma'am. As the question firstly said that how networking is important, I think it is very important for a practice firm to be connected with the people, to get more and more work, to see the opportunities. So networking in terms of, there are various, now are the times of virtual, but otherwise we have our various study circles where we have our programs where we can go. Then apart from our ICA study circles also, there are various platforms through which we can be connected, through which we get the work. So yes, networking is extremely important once you're in practice. The former part of the question was about the areas, right? Richa, if you can just repeat the second half of the question.
Yes, she was asking about the new areas as well as about collaborating with the existing firm or local firm.
Right. So you can either, if you want to do it all by yourself, you have the sole proprietorship, or you can go with your partnership firm, LLP. Also depends on your interest area, as ma'am rightly said, that you want to collaborate with some existing good brand and firm, which will increase your brand value also, will give you that brand, and you can give your expertise to the firm. So it the terms and what is your interest area, whether it suits to what are your goals and vision to take your career forward, whether you want to do it solely and have your own people and you want to go for your own partnership, form your own firm and go ahead, or you're one man person who wants to go in an existing brand and then expand with that brand. So you need to see what is your area of interest, how you want to take yourself forward, and then these are your options, whether you can go for a sole proprietorship, whether you can go for an LLP, whether you can go for partnership. Partnership, the limit is up to 50 partners. For LLP, you do not have a limit. You can go to n number of partners. But here in LLP, you need to get registered. In partnership form, there is no such requirement. So you need to see form on your own, or if you want to get attached to an existing brand.
Yes, thank you so much. I think this gives a idea, and also for the first part of the question about which areas of practice, ma'am and you both have rightly mentioned that it depends on the interest of the person. And if you are a person who is not able to decide what interests you, then I suggest that you can obviously do the post-qualification certificate courses of ICAI. There are different courses like FAFD, concurrent audit course, arbitration is a new course. So if you will do, you'll get an idea of what this is about, and then you can decide that whether you want to go ahead deeper in this field or not. So that would also be a good option.
I think, Richa, just I would like to add, first I would request Shanuji for President Sir availability. So just check Shanu Madam. And otherwise, meanwhile, what I will do is that I will share certain professional opportunity at ICAI platform also, because as Shreya also shared about that professional opportunity related to practicing areas and audit, specifically in auditing. So our member can get also details related to professional opportunity through visit the portal of PDC knowledge portal. From that particular segment, member can get directly empanelment, do empanelment at RBI, SEBI, I mean banking related empanelment, CBI, NABARD, so many other areas are there. I think President Sir has joined. So Sir, I would like to welcome you in this Setu series. Sir, as you have suggested about that, I would also like to welcome our Central Council member and Chairman CSR Committee, Pramod Jain Sir also. So we are lucky that we have also presence of Pramod Jain Sir. So here I would say about Sir President Sir, you have suggested us in a very first meeting of our Women Member Empowerment Directorate related to we should launch that physical mode what we have developed program. So, Sir, Setu program we have developed for our practicing chartered accountant female members after they want to join new practice or after the gap of some years and again they want to start their own practice. So that's why we have designed this structure about the Setu 1, and we have already after this inaugural address related to that, we will upload these videos on our digital learning hub so our women member can get benefit of that audio video learning. And I would specifically recognize the efforts of our CA Pramod Jain Sir, council colleague, my council colleague, because they have Sir consolidated and they have arranged certain resource faculties for this Setu program for our various areas related to, Sir, we have developed Companies Act related compliance, income tax, GST, ethical requirements, accounting standard, auditing standards, and certain international taxations related. So we have consolidated, compiled all type of video lectures related to that and also technical material on these practicing core areas. So thank you Pramod ji also for that, and directly I would request Richa ji for our President Sir's.
So good afternoon, President.
Thank you, Kemisha.
President Sir, we welcome you for this webinar and we are eagerly waiting to hear your words of wisdom. So without wasting much of the time, we would first recognize and thank you for all the initiatives under your leadership ICAI has taken in the past 1 year, and we were discussing that even had this corona not been there, I don't think so many initiatives would have been taken this way, because taking the opportunity of the virtual thing, indeed ICI with your leadership, your and Vice President sir, along with the council, Pramod sir, Kemisha ma'am, Satish sir, and all the council members, there are more than hundreds of initiatives taken, and we're really thankful to you. So we would like to hear your words of wisdom, sir. Over to you, President sir.
Thank you, Richa ji. The Honorable Chairperson of the Women Empowerment Directorate, my sister in the council, CA Kemisha Soni ji, my colleague in the council and elder brother who just joined the council this term, but very, very, I will say, a man down to earth personality, but very knowledgeable personality of our profession, who are being known as a knowledge wizard. CA Pramod Jain ji, all my distinguished panelists, Kusum Gandhi ji, the dynamic author and speaker CA Shreya Jain ji, CA Richa ji, Shanu ji, and other colleagues. At the outset, I congratulate the Women Empowerment Directorate for bringing a lot of new initiative to see that the women who are the very, very important part of the profession. I used to say that the Institute of Chartered Accountants. So what best we can offer to the society when we have the more than 27% chartered accountant who are the female chartered accountants, and even the 41% students today are the students who belongs to the this fraternity. Now, friends, even I will tell you that the ranks, the way that the female students are taking, are getting every examination. On a lighter side, I used to say to my council colleague that very soon you have to create a man empowerment directorate rather than a women empowerment directorate. So the days are not far away. I can say that that will be the reality. But nevertheless, I just congratulate the Kemisha Bhan for all the initiative taken. As being mentioned by Richa, that the COVID, when we joined the council for this 12th Feb, immediately after that, the impact of the COVID started and it was a lockdown. But since the chartered accountant are always known for their fighting spirit, and even on a lighter side again, I used to say the CA, the students used to say the CA means the come again. And even one of our council members used to say that before outside a church, it was mentioned that the God never fails. One of the student of the ICAI mentioned below that let him try the CA examination. So that kind of a difficulty level, the challenge which each one of us have the rigorous training, and because of that, that makes us tough. And because of this particular toughness which we imbibe into our character with the passage of the time, the corona, though it brings the lockdown, but it could not knock down all of us. And we try to of the entire profession, and we jotted down around 100 such initiatives that we should be taking for the all-round development of the profession. There are a number of initiatives which started for the members per se to offer the firms a landscape to become larger firms, to grow, to become the global firms in the times to come, maybe through the MDP or the networking guidelines or the technology-enabled learning. Likewise, we initiated a number of steps for the students fraternity, because they are the future of our profession. So including the examination reform, there are a number of reforms initiated, including the scholarships, virtual classes, and so on. Friends, there are very, very important initiatives which were there, which were the need of the hour. That is in relation to taking the trust to the next level by having the strong regulatory landscape for the profession. And I'm happy to intimate you that in the last 2 years, we completed more than 650 cases, ensuring that all the cases, whenever there is a complaint being filed for a member, that should see the light of the judgment in the next 365 days. So we are working with that passion and the vision. And I believe that that will bring the new level of recognition for the profession. When you have the recognition, there will be always a professional opportunity, because the society will trust you in a more better way as compared to the earlier. Friends, looking into the landscape at a global level, I am happy to intimate you that on the 1st of January 2021, now your ICI is officially available with the recognition of Ministry of External Affairs in the 43 countries of the world. So no institute will have that kind of a autonomous body without having any grant or otherwise having that kind of a reach, wherein more than 100 countries our members are there, but the ICI officially available with the 2 offices at Dubai and Singapore, and very soon we are starting at San Francisco, that our presence is there in the 43 countries. Likewise, the mutual recognition agreement, and I'm happy to intimate all of you, then on the 8th of this month, we are launching the first ever the international curriculum of the ICI, which will be offered in the more than 44 countries in the times to come. Even this examination of November 2022 was organized in 8 countries parallelly. So that speaks the volume and the respect and the prestige of the profession for with whom we are all associated with. Friends, I just don't want to take much of your time. The initiative taken by Kemisha Bain for all the years, I'm working with Kemisha Bain from the last 5 years, and I can tell you that whenever we are discussing, the Kemisha Bain have one or the other unique idea to see that how we can contribute to the profession and specifically to the women members. So she is actually a true leader of the profession in that particular sense. Apart from the other initiative, she is contributing to the profession. So my best wishes and thanks to Kemisha Bain for giving me this opportunity, organizing this kind of a program, launching this new initiative for the women members, which will be very, very important to see that we are getting the contribution not only from the one section or the other section, but also a very, very important section of our profession, that is the women members. So once again, thanks to ma'am, thanks to Kemisha Bain and all my panelists for joining this and for this wonderful scheme which is getting launched today. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, President Sir. Thank you for giving us the glimpse of the whole year and the proud feeling of ICI's presence across the globe. We indeed feel very privileged of having our institute's presence across the globe, and I myself experienced that people, CPA US people recognize us as more qualified, and they treat us with respect, saying that, okay, you are Indian chartered accountants, means you have really struggled and done a lot of hard work and are dedicated towards work, because they think that CPA US is easy and Indian CA is difficult to achieve the degree. So I'd like to request Kemisha ma'am for her concluding remarks and the vote of thanks.
Before going to that concluding remark, we have with us Pramod Jain sir also. So with the permission of our President, Honorable President sir, we would request Pramod Jain sir sir, specifically we would like to hear from your side about the professional opportunity related to CSR also, because this program is specifically we have designed for the professional opportunity apart from the traditional areas of practice. So here I would request our Pramod Jain sir for his words of wisdom, sir.
Thank you very much, Kemisha ji. Honorable and respected, very the idealistic president of ICI, I would say, CA Atul Kumar Gupta ji, because he has led this institute at the time of this pandemic, which no one had ever thought of. There were a lot of issues, lot of problems once in the lifetime, and he took that as an opportunity and converted that difficulty into an opportunity. So that is one of the landmarks, and we should all learn from that. CA Kemisha Soni ji, Kemisha Soni ji, the chairperson of the Women Directorate of ICI, who has been, I've worked under her because she is the chairperson of the Ethical Standard Board also. So I've seen that how does she works, and how does she is able to take the issues and conclude them in a very, very appropriate way. So really, Kemisha ji, my best wishes to you. CA Kusum Gandhi ji, who is from an industry and an expert in GST and other laws. So I've been known to her for a long time. Shreya Jain, not much about her I would tell, because that's fine. She is doing very fine. God bless. Richa K. Lunia and all dear friends. In fact, you know, President Sir had told about so many things out here. One thing, we are today here at Jammu, and what is happening here today is that is for the first time the income tax appellate tribunal bench, camp bench, is being hosted at the premises of ICI. Not at income tax office or not at an advocate office, but the ICI office today at Jammu, and tomorrow for the first time, tomorrow it would be at Srinagar ICI premises. So again, now here, when Kimisha Soniji been told that yes, what is the opportunity for all of us? Now in this coming time, if I talk about income tax, though she told about CSR, but if I talk about income tax, now everything would be faceless. So if you have that ability to write, to put your thoughts into the words and able to represent that, and you know the subject, you can do from your home also. So everything is faceless. Company law, income tax, everything is accounting. So females, I've been thinking about this few years back, that the time is going to come when the CA maximum would be the female chartered accountants who would be there in this profession, and this is going to become a reality very soon. I really appreciate, and yes, a lot of opportunities are there in the CSR also, because government also wants, companies also wants, and the CSR committee has also launched the course, and Kamisha Ben has always guided us in the CSR course also, what new to take, and we will be taking that. And thank you, and God bless you all. You've done a fantastic job, because I've seen some of the videos which are being uploaded, and that would be really beneficial to all the members. I'm not saying only female members, maybe the members who are from the industry and coming back and then want. So it is not only for females, it is for everyone. Good work, Kimisha Ben. Keep it up. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your valuable words. And indeed, these videos and uploaded on the Digital Learning Hub, or these sessions, are not just beneficial for the women members, but for the members as a whole, because these are professional opportunities. So any new member who is wanting to start their own practice, or they are coming back or taking a switch over from job to practice, these are helpful for everybody as a whole. So thank you so much, sir. Now I would like to invite Kamisha ma'am for her concluding remarks and vote of thanks.
Yeah, on behalf of WMED, I would like to thank our Honorable President Sir and Pramod Jain Sir for joining us, and really we are grateful to you, sir, and for our Honorable President Sir also, because I have already mentioned the list of so many initiatives in my opening remarks related to this year initiatives after this COVID pandemic. So that is already we have uploaded and updated to our members also. And thank you to our women members also for joining us. And I would also suggest and request ki tomorrow we have that programs related to professional opportunity and certain areas also, and how they can convert these opportunities. So you may join tomorrow programs, our webinar also, and detailed I will share by our Richa also, because tomorrow she is MOC also for tomorrow programs. And once again I would like to thanks everyone for joining us. Over to Richa.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for your details. And I'd like to inform you all that tomorrow we have the second part 2 of this session, the Setu series. And tomorrow we'll be focusing on the professional opportunities for the members available. And for that, we have 2 panels. One theme would be the need for upskilling the women members and various capacity building initiatives of ICI. And the second panel would be on the theme of benefit of empowering women professionals and leveraging emerging business practices for their benefit. So tomorrow we'll be discussing about the new professional opportunities for the women CAs and for everyone, for all the chartered accountants. So it is going to be a very beneficial session, because the eminent panelists and the experts will be sharing about the new areas and how to proceed in the practice. How to gain the professional expertise. So seeing you all tomorrow.
Yeah, Richa, just with this, because I was seeing that Satish ji is not there, deputy convener, for vote of thanks. So formally I would like to propose my vote of thanks.
I am here, madam. I have come.
Sir, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
ये नेट प्रॉब्लम हो गया था.
Okay. Satish sir, फिर over to you because just formally.
I'm sorry. I'm taking this privilege from you. Rather snatching this privilege from you. I'm sorry, but I am really thankful to Kusum Gandhi ji. I'm thankful to Shriya Jain ji, and I'm thankful to Richa Lunia for giving such a wonderful session to our participants. I am thankful to all the participants who joined in big number to this webinar in Setu, and I can assure you that you just remain in touch with the WMED and CMP, and you will definitely be benefited by the initiatives of both the committees. And I am thankful to our chairman, very dynamic chairman, Kemisa Ben, for giving me this opportunity to work under her dynamic leadership throughout the year. And thanks to Sanu Goyal ji also, who is very active in performing all the works of the WMED, very vibrant also. So thanks to you all, thanks to all the participants, and we will meet tomorrow also. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. All the best.
Thank you, sir.
Just,
Thank you.
Richa, just to tell that tomorrow's webcast is from 2:30 p.m. onwards. So everyone,
Yes.
please join tomorrow's webcast from 2:30 p.m. onwards.
Thank you everyone.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.